Hey, welcome to the video. Today we're going to be talking about my experiences on the counting calorie diet versus the carnivore diet. You may not actually count counting calories as a specific diet. It's more of like a strategy for weight management for some people. For me, that's what it was. I didn't really have a specific type of way of eating that I was following, more so just trying to make sure I wasn't eating too much or too little and so on and so forth. So just to give you a little bit of background on how I would conduct myself on the calorie counting, I had an app called MyFitnessPal and I had a food scale. If I couldn't weigh it or measure it, I wouldn't eat it, because in order to put it into MyFitnessPal, I had to be able to tell it how many servings, what was the weight, what was the size measurement. So if I didn't have it, I wasn't eating it. Just to add a second layer to the calorie counting, there's also this puzzle of trying to fit all of the calories together correctly, because I needed to make sure I got enough protein and enough fats and enough carbs, and needed to make sure I got these vitamins and so on and so forth. It was really trying to pair up different foods to get you just the right combination of everything. I did find that doing a calorie counting protocol was successful for me. My goal was to lose weight and get a better body composition. Counting calories was helping me do that. It was just meticulous and took a lot of energy and focus to be able to do it. I couldn't just go out somewhere and eat and do whatever I wanted to do. I had to be very, very particular about what I was eating. And before I could eat it, I had to put it in my app and to keep track of everything I was doing throughout the day. After a while, that got old. I couldn't stick to it long term because, well, it just got tiring. Additionally, while I might have reached weight goals, I didn't really feel like I was getting much healthier. And I'll explain some of that when I start talking about the carnivore experience, but I was doing all right. Now, the carnivore diet is a completely different beast. I did calorie count for a day just to make sure I was getting the right amount of calories for eating, to make sure I didn't undereat, because I heard undereating was an issue that people have. On the carnivore diet, I could eat until I was full any time of day, all the days of the week, any hour of the day. Just eat if you were hungry. Calorie counting, I had to stop. Even if I was still hungry, I couldn't keep going. So I really appreciated that about the carnivore diet. Weight loss seemed effortless, and I actually benefited from more health benefits than I did when I was calorie counting. Different ailments like acid reflux, lower back pain, skin issues, snoring, and overall just better energy and sleep are just a few of the things that really changed on the carnivore diet. The challenge I find with the carnivore diet is just being able to make sure I can find the right food to eat. But once I've found the food to eat and where to eat and everything, it becomes much easier. I can just eat as much as I want, whenever I want. And I like that form of simplicity, as opposed to having to carry a food scale with me everywhere I went. And then having to be a stickler about making sure I put the right thing into my food log. Another great thing about the carnivore diet is that the food is just great. I mean, today grilled a porterhouse steak with a compound blue cheese butter, and it was delicious. Had the perfect doneness. The fat was crispy. I don't think I could have got a better steak at a restaurant. And I ate until I was sick of eating it. And that's every meal. It's a feast all the time. Yet here I am, a healthy weight. If I could choose which diet for me would be better, it would probably be the calorie counting, because then I could have whatever I want. I could have carrot cake and all the sweets I wanted. I just had to keep it within a certain calorie count. The problem is I would be hungry and I would have a lot of activity to do to make sure that I was sticking within the calorie counting. Because it's so meticulous is why I probably failed. And because I can't keep to it and because I would fail, it's not the diet or way of eating for me. The only negative thing I could possibly say about the carnivore diet is that sometimes it's hard to find something to eat depending on where you're at. I mean, if I'm at home, I could always find something to eat because I got plenty of meat here. It's the out and about social aspect thing. Now, if you're contemplating starting the carnivore diet, I got two things for you. One, there's a free ebook that goes over just like getting started on the carnivore diet, linked in the description of the video. And also you might enjoy watching this video where I talk about my first 30 days on the carnivore diet.